Yay! And we are live! Happy Goddess Temple Sunday! I'm Abiola and welcome to Goddess Temple Sunday. I'm the founder of the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy and womanifesting.com. The Spiritpreneur Guru Academy is opening this week. So if you want to come play with us, start free at richgoddess.club. Goddess Temple Sunday is live Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Come play with us. Today on Goddess Temple Sunday, we are talking about standing on the shoulders of giants. Standing on the shoulders of giants. So what does this mean? Standing on the shoulders of giants, of course, I am talking about our beautiful and incredible ancestors. Of course, I'm talking about our incredible foundation. Of course, I'm talking about the power on which we stand. Happy Sunday, Goddess Danielle is here. Deep hug to you. She is the founder of BraveMommy.com. BraveMommy.com, that in 2019, BraveMommy.com is where you're going to be able to go to get inspiration as a mom in any stage and know that you are not alone. Yes, Goddess Danielle. Goddess Shanita is here. Hello, Goddess Shanita. Goddess Allison is here. Goddess Allison, aka Coach Roz, is the founder of a beautiful and incredible movement called Starting Over for women who are over 40, who want to get their lives back. And if that is you, definitely want to connect with Coach Roz. All right. Yes. And Goddess Damali is in the house. Goddess Kim is here. Goddess Kim just recently joined the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy. And so her 2019 is going to be fire. And Goddess Samantha is here, who is rocking every part of her life. And hello to my Instagram goddesses as well. I see you, I see you, I be you, I am you. All right, so let's begin, my loves, with some gratitude. Goddess Dawn is here. Goddess Dawn is running for city council. I don't know where she's located, but if you get to your voting booth and you see Goddess Dawn on the ballot, vote for her because she is a Spiritpreneur VIP and she is making it happen. Hello, Goddess Lucretia. Hello, Goddess Norma. Greetings, Goddess Linda and Goddess Kim Renee. All right, so let's just begin. Let's just tune in. Let's bring our energy together, my sisters. I'm feeling so charged up and so hyped up with all of your greatness and the greatness of those who come before us today. And so we begin, of course, with intention and gratitude. And we say, Mother, Father, God, thank you so much, Creator, Divine, Most High, for bringing us together on this beautiful Sunday, for bringing us together in spirit, for bringing us together in energy, to raise higher, to vibrate higher, to live higher, to live in our truth, to walk in our power and walk in our strength. And I ask for your guidance. Where would you have me go? What would you have me say? What would you have me do? I am here, your daughter, your devoted daughter, ready to be guided and to be led. And for this, we are so grateful. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. Okay. Yes. Hello to my Instagram goddesses. I see you. Goddess Masanda, High Priestess, yes, is in the house. Yes, Goddess Masanda is greeting us from London. And the Enchantress, Shane Coleman, is in the house. And so all the single ladies, if you want to get your single ladies snatched life on, definitely check out Enchantress Shane. And yes, I'm so glad Coach Kaylin is here because I'm about to reference you, my love. So today we're going to be talking about how to honor your ancestors. But I really want you to turn your attention to one of my clients who is doing a 40-day series on your ancestors, a beautiful and incredible series. She's on Facebook at Afro-Cigana Kaylin, and she's on Instagram. I don't remember the Instagram name exactly. Don't worry, we're getting the name part together. Her material is there. She's amazing, and it's a beautiful series, and I urge and encourage you to check it out. If you need help to find it, just let me know that you want to find my client, Coach Kaylin's Instagram Ancestor series, and I will direct you in the right way. All right. And today, that's what we're going to be talking about: how to honor your ancestors, how to honor those who came before. Because, greetings, Goddess Tiffany, if we are able to see farther, it is because we stand on the shoulders of giants. And I want you to think about this in the times where you feel alone in what you're doing, or the times where you feel like, you know, you are solitary in your journey, or other people are not understanding you. You're not walking by yourself. You're not walking by yourself. And my beautiful Coach Kaylin reminded me of something that I say often and don't say often enough to you, which is that our grandmothers, we are living the lives that our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers prayed for us. Okay? Our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers prayed for us, and we are living that life. And I see one of my big cousins in Guyana. That's how we describe our cousins that come from another generation. My big cousin, Goddess Lorraine, just joined this conversation, and I think that it's so important. I'm so glad that you are here, because the ancestor that we have in common, her grandmother raised my mom, was one of the moms to my mom, and my great-grandmother, who was known as Ma, who I didn't know, I met when I was a baby, and apparently she said I was a beautiful child. Who I always talk about, our ancestors that we have in common. And I had the most beautiful experience I want to share with y'all yesterday. There was such a little thing, but it meant so much to me. And my dad came over to do a bunch of handiwork around my apartment. Now, I have an amazing handyman named Mr. P. Shout out to Mr. Perry. He rocks. He's awesome. But my dad, in addition to being a journalist, a minister, a zillion other things, started out working with his dad as a carpenter. And so he was sharing with me that when he started, he was making $10 a week in Guyana. $10 a week. Settle that in. Think about that. $10 a week he was making. And he was happy to make that because he was excited to make that because of the skills that he had, you know, and this was before his father said to him, look, you need to go to school, get an education, get some book work, you know, do book work. I think is the way that my grandfather, who I never knew, phrased it. You know, this is not for you. I want you to go further. I want the next generation to go further, you know, and I have gone further because of that grandfather that I never ever met and in physical life and didn't know. And so I was helping my dad to, you know, with the drapes and, you know, just some last minute things that I needed to get done in my apartment. And I looked down at, when I was handing him some nails, I looked down at my hand and his hand, and our hands were exactly alike. Now it's going to sound like such a small thing, but I was having like a serious, like emotional, powerful moment, like hanging with my dad. And, you know, he was sharing with me these stories of, you know, growing up and looking down and seeing that my hand was exactly like his hand, and that his father had said to him often, you know, don't talk about me when I'm gone. And here we are, not only talking about him, but the next generations are doing better because of him. And so I want to talk about how to stand on the shoulders of your giants who came before. Goddess Shanita said, OMG, an elder just told me of how she made $10 a week. Yes, he made $10 a week. And like I said, he was happy for it because the people who were apprentices, they made $2 a week. And he was a journeyman. He had a little bit of a higher level. So he made $10 a week. Goddess Kim and Goddess Nikki have ancestral altars, which is very important. That's one of the things that we are going to share. And so step number one is, you know, if you feel like you don't have access to your ancestors, because there are some of my beautiful clients here who I have been in sistership with, who've shared with me that they don't feel that they have that. They don't feel that they have that ancestral connection. And that's okay. Because, my love, you can claim ancestors. What? You cannot tell me that Harriet Tubman is not my blood. I don't care that my ancestors were on a whole different continent. She is my ancestor. And so you have access. We have access right now. Just like, you know, through the internet, we are able to connect globally. Well, you have a force within you that is greater than the internet. You have your spirit net, right? And so I want you to turn on we got Wi-Fi. I want you to turn on your hi-fi and connect your vibration to know that you have access to all of the energy that came before you. All of the energy that came before you and all of the energy that will come after you. And even if some of your ancestors may not have been the most upstanding people. I mean, I'm not going to get into the conversation here, but the grandfather that I'm talking about, you know, had some issues, right? But it's okay because we understand that people have issues, and he has transitioned and moved on. And I have been blessed to get to know him now, you know, in a different energy. Right? And so it's okay. Yes, Goddess, we are all one. The ancestor net, as Goddess Shanita said, yes, the ancestor net, the spirit net. Let's turn it on, tune in, and claim the energy, claim the beautiful vibration of all of those who walked before us. And again, they don't have to be your blood. We don't have to be blood to be kin. Okay, we do not have to be blood to be kin. And so if there is someone like my client, beautiful Enchantress Shane, who is here, who I am convinced is bound to be our generation's Mae West. She's going to bring it back. She's going to channel that. She is then your energetic ancestor. Right? And so you can claim her energy. And the first way that we honor our ancestors, it's to speak about them, to do exactly what my grandfather asked that we don't do. And speak about them, talk about them, share about them, celebrate them. You know, when you have hit the share button because everybody needs to know this, right? When you have your Thanksgivings or, you know, their birthdays come up or whatever it is, light a candle, set a place, leave some, you know, that's why we pour some out for those who are not here, you know, honor them, make space for them, talk them up, right? And then exalt them. I call this unburying them. You want to unbury your ancestors because we have a lot of history that is buried that we don't have access to. You know, I used to feel so jealous when I go to people's homes and they would have pictures and they would be like, here's my picture of my great-great-grandfather, my picture of whoever, because I don't have those photos because in Guyana, they were so poor that it was like a luxury to be able to have access to take photos, you know, and of course they didn't see it at the time as poverty, which is a blessing for me because it took me a long time to realize just how poor people were because they felt like, okay, we are abundant. What? We are living here. We are farmers. As long as there is stuff growing from the earth, we can eat. So nothing poor about us, right? So I don't have access to those photos, you know, and so people who have access to photos, I think that is so amazing and so beautiful that you have that. So unbury them, you know, you can create an altar wall in your home. When I first started out and I used to go to clients' homes, one of my clients, she had all of these photos in a closet. And I was like, no, you know, that's why your energy is blocked right now. These people want to be unburied. Let's take these photos out and let's create a beautiful like ancestral wall of space where they can feel venerated, right? And so, you know, you can do this again with your claimed ancestors or your cultural ancestors. Then you want to also, this one is key. And this is one that we always often miss. A lot of us have ancestral ties and ancestral bonds to histories that are rife with scarcity, histories that are rife with doing less, having less, being less. And unbeknownst to us, we think that it is a betrayal to go further than the ones who came before us. I'm going to say that again. Unbeknownst to us, in our subconscious minds, a lot of us are operating with the fear of outshining those who came before us. You know, I remember a few years ago, I don't remember what it was. It was an informal study that someone who I was working with had done, and it found that, you know, women in particular will have often a financial block to not go beyond the salary that their father, if they knew him, made. You know, and so we feel that it is a betrayal or, you know, to outshine, to go beyond our ancestors. But it is the total opposite. It is the complete opposite. The greatest gift that we can give to those before is to go further than they have. The greatest gift that we can give to our ancestors is to shine brighter. You know, like Dr. Maya Angelou says in one of her poems, I am the hope and the dream of the slave. Think about that. Think about the fact that there are people who came before you, that the greatest that they hoped for and the greatest that they dreamt for was your evolution. And so we're going to have an ancestral clearing actually on the 24th, which is the next full moon, at imanifestmagic.com in the free Spiritpreneur Facebook group. So if you haven't joined, come join, because we're going to do at 6 p.m. I'm hearing 7 p.m. At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In that group, we're going to do an ancestral clearing on the 24th of October, the full moon, because it is not a betrayal at all of those who came before, whether they are living or whether they have crossed over, for you to outshine them if they are in their healthy minds. Now, there are people who are in their unhealthy minds, right, who may love us, who may care about us in their way, their limited way, their closed off way, who may not want you to go further, who may have fears of you going further, but that is an unhealthy mindset. And so instead, we choose to bypass, let's do a spiritual bypass. We choose to bypass any unhealthy mindsets that they may have and go straight to the mindset of, you want the best for me. You want me to evolve. You want me to shine. You want me to go greater, to go further. You want me to stand in my truth and take all of us to evolve my bloodline. You want that for me. We go beyond whatever unhealthy thoughts or unhealthy energy or unhealthy thinking that they may have. Right? And we instead praise and give energy and give gratitude and give thanks to the highest part of them, to the healed part of them, which is the true and the God source energy part of them, right? Because there is, you know, we all have fear-based energy and fear-based thinking, where we are afraid of lack and we are afraid of all of those things. And so were our ancestors. We are all human. However, in them transitioning over, all of that is gone. Or even if they are still here, we still choose to do a bypass. It can look like the Heisman. Bypass. And go past that energy. And then you want to create altars, all kinds of altars. You can have mini altars. You can have, as I said before, wall altars. You can have, you know, an altar that is on a shelf, on the corner of a shelf, where you maybe have their photos or objects that make you think of them. Or you can play your music that you played before. You know, I'm so excited. I can't wait to share with y'all. I am going to do, some of you have been asking for a home tour. I'm going to do it this week as a part of my 40 days. Today's day 11 for me of my Fearless Abundant Spiritpreneur series. You know, I have Miss Diana Ross on my wall. Yes, she's one of my claimed ancestors. Yes, I know she is still here. But I grew up in the 80s where Diana Ross was the boss, right? And thinking of her makes me think think of my Aunt Sylvie and her beauty and her majesty, and my mom and all of those like beautiful, great and powerful and stylish women that had, you know, style that we can only aspire to. But I want you to think about when you create, that's, as a matter of fact, let's have that be our assignment for this week. You're going to create an ancestral altar. It can be something very tiny. It can be, if you don't have access to a lot of space, it can be on your refrigerator. You can get some refrigerator magnets. You can get some cards or beautiful pieces of paper. You can get some photos, some words, and you can build it there. Build it wherever you have access to. Energy reads energy, right? And what that means is that our ancestors, our creator, is picking up on the vibration of our intention. And there are a lot of people who will try to spiritually shame you and be like, you shouldn't do that, or do it this way, or it has to be done this way, it must be done this way, or whatever it is. We're not talking about whatever we can imagine with our petty human minds and our limited mindsets. Energy reads energy. And if your energy and intention is positive and good, that is what is going to be read. That is what is going to be vibrated. So we're going to go with that. Goddess Kim Renee says, I have mine, but I'm going to spruce it up. Yes, definitely spruce it up. Goddess Dawn said, can you post an example? Absolutely, I will. Goddess Damali says, you can even make a Pinterest board as an altar. Yes, you can absolutely make a Pinterest board as an altar. Thank you for that, Goddess Damali. Goddess Allison says, yes, I claim her to love me some Miss Ross. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me tell you, one of my neighbors, and if she's watching this, I'm embarrassed. But anyway, one of my neighbors who I see like out and about is one of Diana Ross's daughters. And every time I see her, I'm like, oh yes, like I feel like we're related. How's Auntie? And she's like, she ain't your auntie. So yes, so that is our homework for this week. And declare yourself to be the daughter of whoever it is, the shoulders that you stand on, right? We come as one, but we stand as 10,000. I come as one, but I stand as 10,000. And if we are able to see further, it is because we stand on the shoulders of giants. So declare your giants. Who are your giants? I am Abiola Abrams. I am the daughter of Ovid and Norma. Correct that. Norma and Ovid. Love you, Daddy. I am the granddaughter of Evadne and Prince and Beryl and Alec. I am the great-great-granddaughter of Ma and so many who came before and before and before. Venerate them, honor them. Because right now, because as they say, you know, in quantum physicists say that there is no time and no space. Right now, there is someone somewhere who is shouting back and honoring you. So think about that as you walk this week. Think about that as you act this week. Think about that as you put your energy forward this week, okay? And I will see you on the 24th. We're going to have an ancestral circle in the Spiritpreneur Facebook group, the free group at imanifestmagic.com. imanifestmagic.com. And if you want to know information about my amazing client, Coach Kaylin, who's doing her 40 days ancestral series, just let me know and I will give you her links. Yes, Goddess Kim Renee, I come as one, but I stand as 10,000, and I'm a part of your 10,000 too. And so this week, the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy opens. I'll be sharing about that tomorrow, but you can get started today, free at richgoddess.club. Thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful, beautiful Goddess Temple Sunday. We come as one, but we stand as 10,000, and how beautiful that we are each other's 10,000. All right, my loves. Princess Adora says, I missed it. Princess Adora, you can see replays. Hit the share button, Facebook people, in case Princess Adora is on your timeline so she can find us. You can find replays. Replays are at womanifesting.com, womanifesting.com, and replays are on Facebook and YouTube. Be seen, be heard, be an amazing movement. Stand on the shoulders of your giants. Namaste, goddesses. Namaste. And thank you so much for joining me. Bye. Yay. Oh, Facebook doesn't want to end today. I love it. All right, let me end YouTube. Facebook, y'all can hang for a second. And I'll come back to Facebook.